Alright, so I got another hyperlow here. It's not finished yet. I actually just got done just putting the frame together. I'm waiting on some parts. But after I get it built up, I will do another video. This is hyperlow and it's called the RS Plus. This one is completely different than the Vert 2 that I recently showed. I love that Vert 2. That was just an awesome frame. And it does come with actually the same GoPro mount, but it's a little bit different. Let me show you. I'm also gonna try out one of these on this frame. I haven't used one of these before. It's that waffle XT60 and cap holder. So I was gonna try that out. It's pretty nice. The cap sticks up a little bit past the plug, but you know, that doesn't really matter. It's pretty cool. I got this at Race Day Quads. You get a pack of 3 of them. I don't remember the price, but so yeah, this is just completely different from the Vert 2. You can see on the bottom side, it's so weird how they do this. Like, each of these are just little pieces, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 little pieces, you know, they're this long and this narrow, you can see. And that's what holds the arms between this bottom plate and then these little pieces is what holds the arms. You wouldn't think that it would be that strong, but I think once the top plate's on and bolted down, I mean, it's going to be pretty sturdy. Definitely not as strong as the Vert 2, I don't think, but it's still a badass frame. I mean, hyperlow only makes badass frames, so in my opinion. I don't get paid by them, and I don't get free frames from them. Check out these motors too, man. These are the iFlight Zing. These are the 2306 2450 kV. They have a whole bunch of different colors and sizes and kVs. They got like 2206, 2207, 2306. I'm not sure what else they have, but I think they have other ones. And then all kinds of colors. There's like purple one, black. The black ones look really nice. This is the camo version. They call it camo. I'm not sure what color this is. It looks like this is gold. I'm kind of a little bit colorblind, but this looks gold to me. And then I think the little spots are gold too, and then the rest of it's gray. And then they used gray wire, which is pretty cool because it's different, you know, than the usual black. I know T-Motor does orange on some of their motors, but it's pretty cool to have different colored wires, you know, match your build. It'd be nice if some motor companies would actually let you pick your wire color. That'd be pretty sweet. But this is going to be cool because it's got the gray wire, and then I got gray props for it. I think there were some new T-Motor props. That'll look pretty sweet. Gray and gold. I haven't really seen too many builds that were gray and gold. So yeah, back to the frame. Or let's actually talk about this motor for a second more. This is a really cool looking motor too. It's like, I mean, look at the top. You don't see any motors like that just have, it looks almost like a wheel. Like, it seems like some motor companies are like kind of designing their bell tops out of after wheels on cars or something. I don't know, but that's a pretty cool design. I like it. And it seems to me like doing it this way, it would get a lot of air going through it. I know it seems like, you know, the ones that are open on the top, like for example, hype trains, they just have like the 3 bars, you know. I don't really like that because it just seems like you get a shitload of dirt and whatever down in it, sand, gravel, rocks, whatever, you know. It just seems like it would be so much easier to get stuff stuck down in the motor, and this way it's not so easy to get stuff stuck in there, but then it's still really open, you know, because of how many slots there is. So that's pretty nice. Another thing I really liked, let me grab the motor so I can show you what it looks like when you open it. So you get it like this, just like T-Motor, which is pretty cool. These are $20 a piece. T-Motors are like $26, $27 a piece. Oh wait, no, never mind. These were actually more expensive. These were like $23.99. Yeah, I forgot about that. These are like 24 bucks a piece. So they got really long wires. They're plenty long enough for 4-in-1s. Obviously, everybody making motors these days knows that the majority of people are using 4-in-1s. So let's check how long it is. Somewhere around 150 millimeters, pretty much. So plenty of wire for most frames. It's 20 gauge, nice and soft silicone. But like I was saying, the thing I like the most is, see right here where the wires come out, you can see there's like a bracket type thing that goes up, across, and then back down, and it kind of goes in with the base here. And I really like that, because some motors, or most motors actually, they don't have this right here, and they'll have the wires with a thick ass heat shrink on it, and it'll be like pointing down at an angle like this, and then when you go to put it on the frame, it pushes it up, and then it'll smash into the bell, and then it makes it to where the motor won't even turn because the wires are pushing against the bell. I've seen that tons of times. I've had to multiple times take a lighter right here after it's on the frame, get it nice and warm, and then like push down on it with something like this to flatten it out away from the bell so that the motor will actually spin. So that's really nice that they put that in there. It's a really nice touch. This bottom part is nice and thick, so it's not going to break too easily. I don't know much else about what's inside of it. I don't know what kind of magnets or anything, but hollow shaft. I don't know if it's all the way through. Maybe we can check real fast. Yep, all the way through. So that's nice. While we got this off, we might as well check it out. I don't see anything too special about the magnets, but I don't know a lot about motor magnets. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. Nice thick copper wire. Alright, enough pretending like I know about motors. Let's get back to the frame. The frame, the arms are 5.5 millimeters thick. Damn. 5.5 millimeters thick. That's pretty damn thick. And then they are 10 millimeters wide, and it's pretty much the same width the whole way up until it gets up to the frame. 5.5 by 10. That's pretty nice. 240 by 160. So it is stretched. Oh, another thing that I didn't even know about this frame that I saw once I actually started building it is that you can do a double stack if you're using 20 by 20. See the 20 by 20 holes right here? There's a set right here and a set back here. You'd have to be careful though, because, well, I guess you could take these standoffs off if you really needed to use a double 20 by 20 stack. But this standoff is really close to those holes, so if you're using some kind of 20 by 20 that sticks out past 20 by 20, you know, it might end up hitting this. But you could take these out and it would still be fine. I mean, you got 2, 4, 6, 8 total, so you'd still have 6 standoffs if you took those 2 out. Go get a can. It comes with mounts for a micro cam. But I think you can also fit a mini. Well, I mean, there's plenty of mounts that go over standoffs for any size camera. So really you could use a full size cam, a micro, or a mini in here. But it comes ready to go with a micro cam in mind. It has the same thing is on the Vert 2 for the antenna tubes. They just mount to the back standoffs, and then you got the tubes. It comes with the tubes and the caps as well. I believe these are 15. These might be 20 millimeter. They look bigger than 15. Yeah, they're 20 millimeter standoffs. So I thought that it was between 10 and 15 millimeters, like on the Vert 2, but I guess not. So it is 20 millimeter standoff. So you have plenty of room for your 4-in-1 and your flight controller. I mean, plenty of room. These are the screws that come with it. They're super long, so you know you can use just the long screws for your stack and spacers instead of having to use a bunch of it actually does come with these as well, the little M3 nylon standoffs, the 5 millimeter ones, if you want to go that route. But I like to just use the long standoffs with spacers. It works better for me, feels more solid. So yeah, the carbon looks so nice too. It's all chamfered edges on every single edge too. That's another thing that I love about hyperlow, is they chamfer every single edge, not just on the arms. It's just so nice. The carbon is just so beautiful. I wish that every single frame manufacturer would make their frames out of nothing but this carbon. I was looking on the sides too, and it looks really weird. Like it has like these spider web looking strings. It's crazy looking. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Let me try to get the light on it. You see that? I don't know what that is, but it looks awesome. It just makes it look so strong, and maybe it is strong because of that. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty awesome. 5.5 millimeters thick. I mean, these arms aren't going to break very easily. Let's see how easy it is to change a arm. So with the screws in the top plate, yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass, because if you're using long screws, you're going to have to take that out of the stack to be able to swap an arm. So that kind of sucks. But I guess like what I usually use is those M3 like grommets, those rubber pieces, you know. And if you're holding down on the stack and you pull the screw out, they'll all stay in place. So you could actually, you know, wedge something in the top, in between the top plate and your stack, to hold it down, and then you could just slide the screw right out and everything will stay in place, and then you can just pop it back in when you put your new arm in. So shouldn't be a big deal. Change the arms. Top mount battery. What else? You got the same thing on the Vert 2, the little soft pad for your bulkhead or your SMA connector for your antenna. It doesn't have those things like on the Vert 2, the TPU printed pieces for setting your VTX and receiver on, but it looks like there's actually more room in this frame than on that one. Partly because of the taller standoffs. But yeah, it just looks like it has more room. I'm pretty sure the Vert 2 is newer than this frame, so. But man, this thing is just so beautiful. I love it. Damn. Can't wait to finish it up. So yeah, when I get it finished up, I'll do another video and show it all done. Sure is pretty. Nice slots right here for your battery strap if you want to do bottom mount. You got 3 slots on the top. You could actually do 3 straps if you wanted to, or one here and one here, or just one in the middle. It's pretty nice to have lots of options. Options are always good. Oh, and then the GoPro mount. So like I was saying before, it's the same mount as on the Vert 2, but it's a little bit different how it goes together. Let me show you. So on the other one, it just had these shorter standoffs that went through just the middle piece. But on this one, it has longer standoffs. You can see they stick out the sides, and it actually pushes into these side pieces. This is the coolest GoPro mount I've ever seen, because it's one mount for 2 different types of cameras. I mean, nobody else has that. It's for a session or a hero. And all you gotta do is take it apart. Let's see, what would you do for just the session? I think you just leave it just how it is right here, and you just bolt it down to the top plate, and that's it. You got the slot right here for the strap, so your strap goes through, it's bolted down, your strap goes through, straps it on. It's gonna hold it really nice. It's got the, you know, these are gonna hold it in place really well. And then you decide you want to use your hero. You don't even have to take these off. You can just leave them on there and just stick this on. Well, you might have trouble fitting it in if these were both on there, but maybe you just take one of these off. And it's just that easy to go from session to hero. Pretty nice. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I tried to cover as much as I could think of. So let me know if you have any questions, or maybe you have some answers to some of my questions that I didn't know. Leave a comment, and thanks for watching.